Hello guys and welcome back to the, I think, 22nd part of the Battleground series. Let me quickly check. No, it's the 21st part actually. And today we will get more bug fixes, and we will also implement some stuff, or start to implement some stuff that we will use in the next episodes. So first of all, there is an easy fix for the top bar duplication, of course, which I have not done yet. So when you reset, you can see that the characters bar on top duplicate, only use one. And there's a very easy fix for this, which is just to wait. Am I on the newest version? Let me see. I don't know if I'm on the newest version. Let me quickly see. No, I'm not on the newest version. Okay, let me quickly switch my studio over. Okay, and there we are, back in the newest episode file. And let me quickly update my original file. Always forget to. And yes, so we have the bug fix for the characters duplication, which is a very easy fix. I just forgot to, well, make it. And the whole fix is just to get the icon script from here and just put it into Star Player. And that's just the whole thing. And then we can change the player to script.parent. And or we can just leave it at anything. And yeah, now you can see that when we reset, this will not duplicate. And yeah, this is the first bug fix already done in this episode. And the next one is, thank you also for telling me that this issue persists. Let me just find it. Okay, so there's apparently a bug where when you join the game and change the character to another character, top messer, and then also the old doesn't update, so this is another bug. You get the new abilities, but the old doesn't update, and when you reset now, then it errors out for the moves. Actually, it doesn't. Okay, so I think the whole issue is with the old, since when I reset, everything is working as it should. So yeah, let's go ahead and fix the old. So what we want to do is we want to get to the old script. So in our bottom bar, you can see that we have the old and the old handler. And what we want to do is we want to update the old bar whenever we get reset. And let's go ahead and do this. So when we add the character, and then we want to reset the reset does just the reset. Then we also want to update the old bar. And then we need the old points and the max old points. We can get them from the old points, which is this. Pass it in here. Just say dot value after. And for the max, simply just get this here. For the character info, we also have to invoke the event and get our character info. And then put character info dot false dot points requirements. And that's pretty much it. So I think now everything should be working as it should. So when we go ahead and reset, see that our alt changes perfectly, and when we change character, it doesn't change yet. But this is not the fix that we need. Just made sure the alt updates when we reset, which it does. And now we want to check and update the alt when we change our character. So as you can see, in our player, we have a few stats. We have the leader stats, also some other values. We have the selected character value here. We want to keep track of what the value of this is. We go down here. We just put player find for child. Oh, actually, wait for child. And then we want to wait for the selected character. Not changed. We want to connect the function to this. And then what we want to do is we want to get the burns selected one. So local, or actually we can just use this, get the updated stuff, and then just put this here. Yeah, this would be the fastest way. And now our old bar should be reset and updated when we change our character. Now we have to type graph and we Street Fighter. Okay, it doesn't reset, but we got a issue here. Okay, so this is, oh yeah, we don't have the player specified. Of course. So let's go ahead and just change this from player to players, not local player. Now we should be fine. Now when we change our thing, we got an issue. And yeah, of course, we don't got player specified. My bad. Let's write players.local player again. And be working as it should. We got the Titans draft right now. Street Fighter. Okay, it still doesn't work. Let me see what causes this. So let me print the selected character here. Let me see if this works. When we character, master, character, and this would be. But the problem is our old bar doesn't update. Make sure that in the update bar, it actually changes name. Does. So we get the selected character here. And low. In the update old bar, we don't change this. So what we want to do is we also want to handle the. We actually don't have to update this, so we can handle all here. And we don't have to do any of this. And now this should do the exact same thing. Now when we change this, you can see that our old updates accordingly. And when we hit someone, okay, this is a problem. So the enemies do not get hit for some reason. Okay, let me try this. We'll play. Okay, it just doesn't get hit in the first place. Okay, doesn't know what the blocking is. Let me see what we got going on here. So here, this is not blocking. This is not blocking, but this is this here. No, none of them is blocking. This one should block him. This guy. Okay, so now actually wrong one. There is nothing getting detected in our hitbox. I don't know why. So this one is not blocking. This one is. Okay, he is blocking. Okay, so let me check. So for the, let me just comment this out here. And let me see if this had effect on it. And no. So the issue persisted. Let me quickly check if this also was in the previous file. And let me see if this issue was a thing in the last episode. It was. Okay. So now let's get on fixing this. So we have the inputs, of course, and this plays our animation and it works. So it plays our animation, and here in the hitbox to touch, it should print this with the dummy. Okay, I think I found the issue, and it's because our dummies are not within the dummies folder. Makes sense. And now, yeah, this works. Okay, perfect. Now when we change our alt, the progress also gets deleted. And yeah, now we should also make it so you cannot switch to the current character that you have selected right now. So let's get going. So in the local script, which we just dragged into starter player scripts, we want to fire the events for the dual list. And when we fire the event, let's go to our server. And when we receive the events, we want to check if the player has already equipped this character. And if so, we do not want to change the character. We change the event. Let me find the event. It should be somewhere here. So here, the character. And now let's see if the character is already selected. So let's do if player not selected character dot value, and this we want to do over is equal to character over then let's make this a string. And we call the this, and let's make also this a string character in there over. And we want to check if the character is the same. Then we want to return and also maybe warn that the character is already equipped. Publish Roblox and see if this works. Right now we got the Street Fighter equipped. If I try to change to the Street Fighter, you can see that the Street Fighter is already equipped, and this will reset our ult progress. Okay, so this is third bug fix. And let me see if you guys reported any other bugs in the last episode. Okay, there are no other bugs. So then we can get going for the next thing. So in the next few episodes, I want to add console support as well as mobile support, which we already basically have, but a few more adjustments to this. And also spawn in animations for the ults. And I want to explain to you guys how you can make your own cutscenes and sync them with VFX for your game. So let's get straight into the spawning cutscenes. So when we select the character, you can see that it just changes our character here and it applies the character stats for this character. And now we want to check if our character has an animation and then we want to play this. So the easiest way we can do this is by because as you can see, we get the character info here. So we can just insert an animation into our character info and play this on the spawn. So let's go to our character module and in any character we like. I'm just going to go into the Street Fighter, and in the animations, I'm gonna make a new animation called spawn in, which is equal to any animation. Let me just make it the punch animation, just any of them. For right now. Also, we can delete the idle walk and lands out of pretty much every single character script because we don't need them and it's just confusing to have them here. Let's go ahead and just erase them. Okay, so now in our Street Fighter, we have the spawn in animation. And then we want to play this animation on our player. So what we want to do is right here, when we select the character, we want to fire the events back, the character info. So then we want to do change character, fire client. We want to fire this to the player with the character info. And now let's go back to our local script where we fire this. We fire the change character. Now let's go ahead and do change character on the client events, connect function, and then we get the character info. And if character info and character info dot animations and character info dot animations dot spawn in, then so what we check right now is if our character has the animations thing in it, and if it also has the spawn on animation. We can also print the character info or it if we want here. And then if we have this animation here, we can get the animation ID. So this is our animation ID. And when we have this, we can do players.localPlayer.character. And then what we can do, or I think we should probably local player is equal to player, local character is equal to player dot character, and local humanoids is equal to character dot human. If humanoids, then humanoids actually the local animation humanoids loads animation with our spawn in ID. And then we want to do animation on play. That is the whole thing. And then we can go ahead and try this out. Of course, we need to put this on the first spawn in too. But now when we change our character, and not currently, see that it prints a table with the animations and the punch animations here. We change it back to Street Fighter. See that it also printed the table, animations. There's currently no spawn in. Let me see why it's not printing. Oh yeah, of course, we did not write it into the folder in here. Because we only have the animations here. We also need to put in spawn in. Let's put this to 0. And then let's go on. Let's do character info dot spawn in, or let me see this dot animation. Spawn in is equal to character module dot animations dot spawn in. And now we want to make another check here. We want to also check ends if this isn't equal to 0. Then we want to play. So now when we change our character, okay, unable to cast value to object. Okay, let's see. So let's print on stuff. And let's try this out. Okay, it's just the ID here. And down here, it's unable to pass the value to. Oh, of course. So we need to put this as the whole animation. So we have to do rbx asset id :/ and then toString the spawn ID right off. And now this should be working. And when we change back, it's still not casting this to null. Value to. Of course, I completely forgot we do not pass the animation, but only the animation. So what we want to do is we want to create a animation, local animation, is equal to instance.new animation. And the animation.id is equal to spawn ID. And this is going to be the track. And then there we need to find the string. And then what we want to do is we just want to put animation right here. And now this should be working. Back to Street Fighter. It didn't play the animation. It did. See, it plays the animation when we spawn in. Okay, and now we want to make it so on the first spawn in we also play. So let's copy this line over. And when we add the player, let's also just fire this. And there we go. See, we performed the animation. And yeah, you can change this to any animation now, and it will play this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And comment if you find any bugs or recommend something I episode. Thank you all for watching. I love the support. Keep going and see you in the next episode.